Ford. I mean, you held down their big guys, and
I thought the key to the game was our ability to guard ball screens. Thought we were fantastic, and I thought our bigs worked extremely hard after the trap to sprint. We X'd them out, and so you had to sprint to the rim. And the post guy who came high did a terrific job pressuring the ball. They only hurt us with 2 high-lows in the whole game, and they're a good high-low team. They average 70 a game now. So I don't want to turn this into, oh, well, they didn't play at their best level, there's no question. But we defended a team that's been very, very effective offensively. They had scored whatever against Wichita the other night. They had 75 or whatever. So I'm thrilled to death that we guarded like that. And for the first time in a long time, usually when we don't score, we're like every team in the country. When we don't score for stretches, our body language dips and our energy dips, and then we get into ourselves a little bit, and that's human nature. That's what most teams do. I thought today, through the whole first half, we kept getting stops, and we just kept getting excited about the defensive end, and that was great to see. That was something that we've really been preaching and harping on, but I thought we really fed off the defense, and then in the second half we shot 52%. Free throws were atrocious in the second half, but other than that, from the field, from 3, 52, and 3 for 5 from 3, they are great numbers.
How do you go from everything at the beginning of the game, the fireworks, loud noises, to focus the guys back in, and
Well, I thought the thing went really well, but I mean it's a basketball game. There's supposed to be loud noises, so it was good to hear the place loud, and I thought that the crowd was into it pretty much from the start. I thought the student turnout was fantastic, and they were into it, and maybe that helped us a little bit defensively to stick with it. And we don't mind shooting in the fog, so sometimes that might be better for us at times. I mean, if you remember back to the Texas Pan American game when we had the light issue, we came out on fire. We couldn't miss, so we don't mind a little lighting twinge, early in the game. But I thought that everything went extremely well, and the kids were into it, and it's hard from my perspective because I have such tunnel vision about the team, but I thought the atmosphere was great, and I thought the entrances were pretty cool, and so I was happy.
Did you want to get this guy some shots? I mean, did you talk about that at halftime?
We did, and I thought Coach Coleman was really harping on that. And we ran a couple plays for him. We ran 3 different plays for him in the first half. Unfortunately, they weren't shot opportunities, but we ran our high-low to him, and we ran the pick-and-pop play that we have in just for him, and we ran our lob play for him, and they took him away from us, whether it was hard to catch for someone else to get it back to him, but they took initial actions away. In the second half, we came out, we really wanted to go to him. Auston's really key for us, and I think that, when he came out, the next level of growth for him as a player, he made his first 3 shots, and then on the 4th play, he caught it, and he was open, but he had taken time to see that Pross had a guy half sealed in the post, and Pross was working for it, but Auston caught it and looked in and then tried to go in, and we got a foul, but he's got to get, like, he just made 3, this is the time to go off, and I think he knows that he's just an unselfish guy, and we need him at times to be a little more selfish, because our offense tends to come from Walt, Tyshawn, Omari, and AB, and so when you're one of the guys that we're counting on for offense, especially when you've just banged 3, I wish he would have shot it. I know I told him that, but it was an unselfish play. I like unselfishness, but sometimes it's selfish to not look for your own when you've got to go.
And each of those 3 shots was totally different, of a totally different variety. You had a 3, and then you scored inside, and then the baseline jumper. Just the shot was there. Were you looking for it, or what was your mindset?
Going in after halftime, I don't know, I was a little frustrated. I didn't put up a shot, and I think part of that is just me being too willing to give the ball up. I'm not looking for my own shot, and you said you need to be aggressive this half, and that was the mindset.
Coach, what do you say to Walt after the first half he had, and then a little nerve-wracking there? Has seen him on the ground, but what do you say to him in halftime?
Well, it's 2 halves, and he's had games where he's responded for us, so he's been there before, and he's a guy who he has the ball in his hands a lot. He takes a lot of shots, and he's really the only primary ball handler that we have. So when you're in that deal, I just can't have him go into a fog for 40 minutes. I mean, he was not good the first half. That's as bad as I've ever seen him really in the first half, if we're fair about it. I mean, he struggled to make shots. He overdrove it. But in the second half, he got himself going. I mean, he finishes with 5 steals, and in the second half, he was 4 for 8 from the field, which is pretty good. So he had no turnovers in the second half. So he's very capable of bouncing back. I mean, I just talked to him about sticking with it and staying aggressive. He's not a guy that, if you get him, throw a blanket over him, you might as well, and try to get him to, play very connected dots, you might as well just take him out, because that's not his game. His game is probing and attacking, and sometimes that's fantastic results, and once in a while it's a tough result. In the first half tonight, he was really bad. In the second half, 4 for 8 with 2 assists, no turnovers is pretty good with 5 steals.
We talked earlier in the week about how, not looking forward to Tuesday, but now that tonight's, behind you guys, what are you guys looking at? Looking at the only undefeated team in the country.
Yeah, I mean, you gave us a whopping 6 minutes to enjoy the win, Aaron. I appreciate that. But we have it's something from a coaching standpoint. It's a short prep. They'll have the same short prep. We only have 2 days. So we got a lot of stuff we got to cram in the guys' heads, because we haven't played them for a while in terms of actions that we have to defend. But it's a great opportunity for us, and we're thrilled to death that they're coming in here. And the only thing that we can control is how we play. And a year ago, with a minute to go, if we came up with 1 defensive rebound where we had 2 guys run into each other and fall down at half court that resulted in a made 3, or we make a wide open 3 that was right in front of the bench on a kick out, and when you hit pause, they didn't have a player outside the lane defending it. It was that open. It just didn't go. Either of those plays in the last minute, we win. So we had a chance a year ago. So the guys that are back know that, that we were in that spot. And I think the building will be pretty lively, and we'll have a big crowd. And we're going to need it. We need everybody here on Tuesday. We need it sold out. We need it packed in there. We need it loud. We need the students here. It's one of those deals where if we're going to, pull it off, we need everybody going in the right direction and being excited about it and getting the guys going, because we're not going to be changing the rotation between now and then. So, we're going to play what we play. We got some guys that play a lot of minutes, and they need life from the crowd. So that'll be key for us.
Austin, describe what it was like in the when they're announcing the lineups, running through the fireworks, that part of it, and then your whole reaction to the mascot. What you thought of it?
I thought it was fun, a little different, but at the same time, we're here to play basketball. I was just focused on the game. It was cool coming out and giving some of the students some dab and all that. And I thought the mascot was cool. I don't know. Kaboom.
You like that?
I went with the fireworks, definitely.
Well, what are the guys thinking inside the locker room about the, Kaboom?
I think there was some mixed feelings about it, but it's going to grow on us.
Anything else for Austin?
I know you haven't had a chance to think about Tuesday yet, but obviously, one of the top teams in the country, undefeated, coming in here, it's got to be kind of exciting.
Oh, definitely exciting. And, we have nothing to lose, really. And it's going to be exciting. That's all I can say. Everybody's geeked up about it, and we want today to be a game to build on going towards there, and we're going to need to play some defense to give them a run.